back again with another video, and we'll talk about a couple of records I picked up over the weekend at the swap meet. I've been watching some old Volkswagen commercials to get inspiration for some music, found some great stuff, and I remember some of the jingles and so on and so forth. I'm trying to find copies of those, see if they're available at all, whatever. But anyway, I just really enjoy watching old 90s era car commercials, because, you know, those are the cars that I was thinking that I could have gotten when I was, you know, in high school or college. You know, it'd be kind of fun to have. But, you know, again, cars from that era, you know, break down and need parts, and nobody ever has them, and some of them are great cars, but, you know, I don't know, just that's how it is. So let's get into the records here, and we'll start off with Discogs here. And if you don't know what Discogs is, it's a website where you can research prices and values of records and media, like, you know, records, tapes, CDs, and that sort of other kind of media there, and get an assessment of what the values of these things are. And then, so I also go to eBay to see what's available. One of these records, this Tidy Girls EP, which I picked up here. This is from Tidy Tracks, www.tidytracks.co.uk. I think they're no longer. This is the old Pitch In logo from Pitch In, you know, the trash guy. And this is unfortunately in really dreadful condition, because there is tape, that duct tape that I had to peel off here with heat, and it left all this gross residue here. I don't know how to clean that off. I haven't been able to find anybody on the web that has any ideas of what to do with that. You know, people say Goo Gone, use dry erase marker. In fact, I use a dry erase marker to clean off some of the markings off this right here. But you can see some of the black staining there will not come off. Somebody tried dry erase marker on one of their records, and they screwed it up big time. Somebody else used like the Clorox wipes or whatever it is, I can't think of the other name of it, Lysol wipes or whatever, and they left a couple of light spots on their Elvis record. So some of these kind of glossy ones that kind of bled through and kind of got kind of white here, that's what you want to be very, very careful of here. So this one says Platinum. I have numerous records that say Platinum on there. I want to say that this was $13.99 originally. I want to say this was from the same record collection that I had previously purchased from, but this person must have got them at the Goodwill bins or something like that in the last chance, and like probably grab bags or something, because records and DJ records in this condition, people around here just look at them as like 1950s and 60s era mom and pop music. They don't care, because there's only one or two songs on it, and they don't want to take a chance on it. Really don't at all. So I'll show you the copies here. There were 0 on eBay. This one here is in very good condition, $9.99 in British pounds here, with $24 for shipping, so that's $43.58 total, so that's almost $45. 11 pounds 3 cents, so that's $42.73, $41.65. This one here, unavailable in the United States, so that is not available to me. So there's only really 3 copies there. Then there's 35.23, 55.12, 54.05. You get the idea. The record itself, in some cases, now it says the lowest price was $6, the medium is $16.66, and the highest is $34.78. So you take the condition into consideration, and I basically paid $4 for this, so that is all this is worth. But man, it is really rough, really rough. It took me all afternoon to figure out how to get that dry erase marker to do what it needed to do, and then I got to figure out a whole nother afternoon to try to get that gross tape off of there. There are the said participants there: Lisa Pinup, Lisa Lashes, Rachel Auburn, and Ann Savage. And I think she's mostly featured on this one because it says Aunt Lash on the other one, I think it is. So I've got one more. And then, of course, the inner sleeves, these things, somebody cut a hole in them. You know, they cut holes in them for whatever reason. So those have to be thrown away as well. So I need to get 2 more of those. So that is just packing material for a box tomorrow. That's gross. So that I was really irritated with this seller. Very, very irritated. Then this is Real Freaks with Ann Savage, the aforementioned Ann Savage. There's some dirt I have yet to clean off. Ring wear. And then this is also taped at the top here. Rip on the bottom right there, and it's ripping through right here. So again, this is the kind of thing that somebody in the US would probably pay a whopping $1 for. And then they would say, why am I even paying $1 for this? The vinyl seems to be in more or less okay condition. That needs some cleaning on this one here. So and let's see what the inner sleeve type thing looks like here. I don't really know. This one here, again, I don't know why they did this, but they sliced a hole in them. So again, that's another one that has to be chucked. You know, there is the label there. Club Works. Ann Savage Real Freaks, also on tidytracks.co.uk. And there is the reverse there. You can see an old price tag or something that's been removed. And you might be able to get that off, but you might damage the label there. So these are about the lowest conditions that you can actually expect for these sort of things. These basically take all of my records and lower the actual collective value. So essentially what I'm doing is lowering the average of my collection there. But I had to save them because there's really not any other way I could get those. The aforementioned Ann Savage here, I'm going to look it up here, try to get to it here, and I wanted to show you what that one was here. So that one here, I need to go even further back here. Show you, okay. This one here says one copy from $20. The lowest price one sold for $1.99. The average price is $6, and currently there's a $20 one. And I think there's one on eBay for $20. It might be the exact seller. Dual postings, I'm not really sure. So that's really all there is to tell you about here. I'm going to just see what we have here. So one copy. So let's just go to shop now. And hit, this is the US version here, so you're not going to find too many of these here. Again, 20 bucks plus $5 for shipping, so I'm pretty happy I got these for $4 a piece. I asked her for a $2 discount and she was kind of like, ugh, well, whatever. So I've got one more to look at here, and this is one I found on an old Volkswagen commercial, Fahrvergnügen. That was very popular, people wearing sweatshirts and shirts of that stuff, and then it got a little inappropriate and then it disappeared. But we can go further back here. It's really warm in here. It was like 100 and some degrees today. It's ridiculous. And it's not supposed to get until like, I think it's what the lowest it's supposed to get is in the 70s and not get any lower than that. It's very, very crazy here. But I was looking up Psychic TV and the Temple of Psychic Youth, Roman P. And I guess there's a 7-inch repress or something, RP, reproduction or repress, I have no idea. But again, these are all overseas. I found it on YouTube here, if I can get to it here. I can get to it here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to turn the fan on here. I'm almost done here. But I've got, you know, slow computer issues here, so we'll go back to this one here. Hopefully this will work here. But again, we've got $46.44 in euros, plus $12 in euros, so $63.52. We've got $9.99 plus 21, so $33.68. I'll show you what the picture of this one is. The one on the computer, I can get to it here. Clicked on it. Well, okay, you can't really see the image there. It's very, very tiny. There we go. That's what that supposedly looks like, but that's not what I see on the YouTube here. Let's go back to here. See if I can go to Roman P. Go back to this one here. Show you what the picture they have on there. I don't know where they got this picture from because I didn't see any copy of that. There were 0 copies of the Roman P on see, here's Roman P right here. Right there, so don't know where that copy came from here, but again, there were 0 copies on eBay of that, 0. And so that one looking like it's going to cost an absolute fortune. And I guess that's what I kind of wanted to touch on here, because you don't see a lot of records being purchased from my on my channel here, because every single record I've been looking at is going to be approximately $40 to $50, and I can't afford that. You know, I don't know how to afford that, so I can only listen to this stuff on YouTube for the moment here. As much as I would love to just start buying all kinds of interesting and rare vinyl, I'm really nervous also about buying these things from overseas. So that is pretty much the video here. I just wanted to show you the really, really deplorable condition. And like I said, this seller had the audacity to say every record was $5. I really almost wanted to barf, because the other thing I noticed about this collection here is, imagine seeing records that are like this and all warped backwards. All the covers were warped backwards on one of the stacks that she had there. They were all laid out this way, but they were all warped, and I can imagine the vinyl inside is warped too. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't she just throw these things in the trash? I don't know what she paid for them, unless she got them for free, trying to hoodwink somebody. On the other side of her table, she had Avon bottles for sale, and those were $1 a piece. So, I mean, some people are just total noobs when they come to sell, stuff. And, and these people are older than me, so you'd think they would know something or two, but I guess they don't. So anyway, check out Roman P. Psychic TV. It's a pretty good 1990s jingle. Somebody wrote, on the road of life there are passengers and there are drivers, and that's the Fahrvergnügen. So I put that Fahrvergnügen drivers wanted or something like that. That was my funny thing of the day there. So hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you're having any issues or difficulties trying to figure out where your records are, which ones you want, if you're able to afford them, if you want to afford them, if you have any on the radar. And vinyl just is going to cost me $1 million, and if I want to stay in this game here, I'm going to have to pay through the nose and get everything from overseas if they will allow me to ship them to the United States. And hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.